yeah, you know we control her. She love the kids, she be busting it open.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Falcons get over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Ready up. Hey, go for you. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and he just got nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They go play action here on first down. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Falcons at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lance and the 49ers now. First and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
On play action, Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D'Angelo Malone able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Ross. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
If you're a wide receiver and they call screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Ready, set. 38.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
22 middle. Cluster, 6. Okay. Let's go.
2nd and 4. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hey, go field.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Steal. Check steal. You. Yellow.
Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. And here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterbacks to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie locks in on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Lance now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
Throwing on first down is Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Niners 10, Falcons nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. final shot before half for Lance. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff left, McCaffrey, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And this throw will be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Into the hands of London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Hey, blue. Light blue.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Nicole Hardman from 21 yards away. And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field again, CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go. Quick, yellow.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Opposite, green. Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some room to roam now. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
17.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On the set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
23 yards, the final tally. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready?
2nd and 1 from the 2. They get this out left. Touchdown, Falcons! Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Lance looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another day.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but We know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. He'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Niners, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.
Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's